Do I like how this looks or nah? I think we'll see. We'll play it by ear today and see if we like it there. You're in a good mood, Purse. You doing 2 thumbs? Well, that's good though, homie. Big ass overhang. Popper's here. How you doing, Popper? What are you looking at? He's gone. He's looking at the wheel of my chair. So it would be nice if I didn't have the album cover, maybe, because I feel like that's taking up a lot of space. I can't, like... Well, yeah, I can change this, but, like, I can't... Oh, I can. Who did that? You don't need to see the play pause buttons. I didn't think you could actually, like, when you like drag it smaller, it would actually like completely change how it's all oriented. I never used the pop out feature. I just randomly clicked it today and I said, oh, that would be nice. Because I could just capture that source. Do I need to have the full app open, Purse? Oh, I can't see my mouse. What the fuck? Oh, let me don't capture cursor. I can close the big one. Oh, I guess I kind of need it open if I want to, like, if I want to queue songs, I have to keep that open. How you doing, Taco? Yeah, but I mean, I can't search in that box, so I guess I have to keep it. How you doing, Fragger? Alright, so we have the new garbage collector thing added. We'll see how that goes. There's stone? I guess it generated in the andesite, so it generates stone. I mean, that could be... I mean, that's just your PC in general. You can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. No crash from memory leaks, though. That's a good sign. This is pretty high. Is Rubik somewhere else? Oh, Rubik's there. Obviously, Taco's there. Fucking LA's, bro. Nine MS overworld spawning. For what? $205 signs? Oh, I guess that's all of the chronostasis. I mean, the allays themselves are still causing fucking 10 MS. No, the signs aren't really doing anything in terms of lag. That's just the top 10 counts of them. Like the amount of entities, it totals that up, and then the hogs is down here. The bottom bit's what you really care about. But you can see the LAs are holding so much MS. How you doing, kid? I didn't get it in time. It's fine. Okay, yeah, it would have to be a feature because that's all they all are. With the photos, buggies. Bannable behavior. It's one way to deal with it. I like how I can't see my cursor unless I go to OBS. Nah, it's deserved for saying something outlandish like that. The hell is that album cover? Definitely haven't heard this before. Why is it showing that I don't have the song added? So this is clicked on the main one, but it's not clicked there. No, it's the same one. Like in the main one, it's covered. It's like checked, but the mini player doesn't have it checked. Bugs. Unusable. Can't be having that. Wonder if the VOD is fine to have this in here. Guess we'll find out. I mean, there's no sound. Ooh. I don't have sound capture, right? Okay, yeah, that should be fine. So I added a new source, and I was just, concerned for a second. But I only added it for, the picture itself, so I'll be fine. Well, there's no new track in my audio mixer, so I should be fine. We'll find out pretty easily. I mean, you could just go back in the VOD 30 seconds, and if you hear music, then it's there. If you don't, then that's how it should be. Yeah, I think so. If I added a new audio source, I think that would be the problem. I mean, they'll see the YouTube will see, like, the thing, because it's on the screen. Over a stack of iron already. Appreciate the alert there, Moira. Very good. I had to check on the pupper. So many holes in this area. At least for a while until we get down past the gypsum. You chose that area, not me. First drain in water? No way. All the gravel. This section is pure solid. Besides that little top. Yeah, I see. Oh. Already went to 100%. What is going on today? It's really capturing that small ass window, fucking with my frames. My GPU and CPU seem stable though. Like it just suddenly just drops to 165 there. Nothing's running that I know of. Yeah, I don't know, just like it just randomly drops recently. It's the entities for some reason. Okay, so it went to 100%, and then it just dropped down again. As long as it doesn't, like, crash. You can type /user. What's their fucking... It's like max K something. And you can see like their chat logs. You need the full like Twitch username. You can probably check the VOD from yesterday. The chat should still be there. Okay. He's not on the scoreboard, so Taco overtook him. But yeah, I think it was the same as the in-game name. Yeah. I'm reconnecting my headphones real quick. You're gonna lose audio for a second. Sometimes he's gotta refresh Bluetooth. It's like, but sometimes it just like loses a couple like cackling every here and there. Static occasionally. Just disconnecting and reconnecting real quick. Yeah, I think it's just any wireless. Like sometimes over time they literally just like need to be like refreshed. Is this beacon range? Like, will this beacon be good to go? I hate not being able to see my cursor, bro. Yeah, this will be this beacon range. And I have display or like a source capture, like a window capture. It like removes my cursor from my game, and I have to look up at the thing above, even though I have capture cursor turned off. It still yeets my cursor. I can't see it, even though you can. Can I use something else other than window capture? Pop up under game capture? Games built on Chromium cannot be captured using the game capture. Use window capture or display capture. Alright, well that solves it. That's my main display. That's not the mini one. Ah, I can. How you doing, Chili? Is that readable to you, or does that look blurry? It is blurry? Fuck. Oh. It looks so blurry to me. Alright, let me pull it up on another monitor for me. Okay, it looks fine. It's readable if you have a full screen window. Yeah, no, that's fine. If you play any lower quality though, like I mean, like if you're watching not at 1080, that's probably not going to be readable at all. But that's not my problem. It's my own. Let me rename this source. Did I want a window capture? Fuck, this wasn't on. I wanted a display capture. Fuck, that's not what I wanted. That's the same thing. Fuck. Oh, it's gonna be the whole display. Also problem. Yeah, so I can't use display. So I have to use window capture. What's a media? Oh, it's a it's like a I have for that like a file. Is that considered a browser? No. Yeah, so it has to be a window. Meaning I can't. I have to always have my cursor. It's not. Unless there's a way to change that. And pizza. Is it bad that you're desensitized? No. I had to use almost a full shulker box of diamonds to make the templates, to make 6 more shulker boxes of picks. Unless there's a way that I could find that I could still see my cursor here. Like, you guys can see it. I can't. It's really annoying. Homemade pizza. I see you. Everything apart from olives. Yeah, that's fair. I don't really like much on pizza, though. Like, 2, 3 toppings max. Okay, so pineapple is fine on pizza, but the pineapple can't be cooked. I always used to do this, but I would always cook the pizza. If I was going to get pineapple, I will put the pineapple on after it came out of the oven. And then that was good, because it still had the juices and everything. Cooked pineapple just doesn't hit. Oh, you're finally playing the fucking trumpet? Thank you, DJ. He's learned. Apple and barbecue pizza? Only had a couple barbecue ones. But definitely not with pineapple. Sounds interesting. The buffalo chicken was definitely a lot more popular where I was compared to the barbecue. Which is annoying because the buffalo one was a lot more annoying to fucking make. Yeah, I guess they were both kind of similar. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they were kind of similar in the end. Fuckloads of cheese on those ones. Oh no, I'd rather have pasta any day of the week than pizza. Now, the one person that posted the pizza screenshots in the Discord was... that stuff was questionable as fuck. Was that Speed or somebody? Hold. Pupper's laying on my bed. Right back. Rubik, is that Stitch and Toothless as Jedi? Why does this guy sound so similar to Kid Leroy? It's the first time he's actually laid on my bed first. I walked in there because my water was in the other room. I had to see the pupper on the bed. Yeah, he's always been on that couch every time I've seen him. He likes that window. I mean, like, even first when he got here, like, he was up here in my room because my room really has, like, the only window facing up front besides the front on the couch. I think that he was nervous to get on the couch at first. But now he goes on that couch and just sits there all the time. I literally only drink water and, like, the, like, tea or coffee, that's up. The tea I drink, that was the Monster Rehabs, because it's just non-carbonated energy in a way. I drink straight from the gallon. And a lot of people will say it's weird, but oh yeah, I would never drink hot tea. I don't really even like hot coffee. Oh yeah, you say that word and O-U-T and that dog is gonna run you over. It happens a lot, unfortunately, Chili. Juice is one of the biggest, though, because dude is just, like, so gifted when it comes to stuff. Axe is another example, for sure. Juice releases were always so lit, though. You need to be at uni tomorrow? So, yeah, you're gonna go, get off, yeah? No smile, alright? Oh, I tried. You have to enroll for an exam. And you have to go to uni to do that. If it's required... Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's required anyway, like, why do you have to, like, enroll in it is my question. And even if you do, why can't it be something you can do, like, with not having to go just to sign up for it? There's other stuff. It's a mess. gonna say this sounded like a purse song. Looks like a pointed dripstone. It's more like spider eyes, if you're talking about like that section. You love this song from him? I've never heard it. I guess that the storm was over. Rip the desk. We haven't heard Rihanna Gomez in a while. Smile. It's like I wasn't anyway, but thanks. Boop, boop. You doing flat? Like I said, the room was done, so I don't understand how there's more water here later. Ah, so it was there earlier. I got you. What is it, carpet? Okay, so I mean, the floor is not the end of the world for that. But yeah, carpet would be a long day. Yeah, I hate carpet besides the bedroom, obviously, but it's only because I have two separate rooms. If I had the one, I would still go for the vinyl or the hardwood floors. I literally went with like a black vinyl for my floor, and I love it. Alright, Taco. See you later, my dude. I would love literally just a full black and gray interior for the whole house. That's my kind of like vibe. Farmhouse cabin? Cabin's fine, and not a farmhouse. That part of it. I don't think I'll be able to find the video that I had before, but No worries, Taco. Have a good night, my dude. Make sure nothing's showing here. We're fine. Like literally this. It's not the exact image, but like this is like the vibe I like. Just with like all that, like a white top, you know, a little bit on the bottom, and just like everything's all black. But that's the thing. Like I still like cabins, but once I saw that, I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Where was Taco working? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The wooden beams are also pretty good. It's over here. Lava's not the worst. A lot of it's actually in the bedrock. Another small ass geode. I mean, there was kind of wooden beams on that picture, no? They were just black. They weren't like actual wood. Stop size aiming the geodes. Alright, buddy. I still went to 100% calm, but it's gone down again. Like I freeze framed for a second, like the early in the stream, but then it's gone back down. So like, I guess it's working in a sense. Like it's not crashing. I think Purse is trying what Max said yesterday, which was what the Z or something she was talking about. And so you're saying that she had no memory leaks. Yeah, so the entities have to be contributing to it a lot then. It doesn't make sense for us to do a dig sort now, but... I guess that's what the end of it does. So what I sent you was... Maybe it's the one reserve percent 20 or something at the end. Because like it launched with like 80% for me. And then it's gone up from there, and then it only cleared down since it went to 100. It's always been, this allocated's always been at like 80 to 90. the ZGC is default for 2110, but it ran worse for you. Purse is saying it might, I was just probably system dependent, but Purse is saying she's been completely fine with that so far. I mean, she has a Mac, so like that could probably be more beneficial for Macs and compared to like Windows or Linux. I never had any problems with the garbage collector until really recently. Which is just weird that it just started out of the blue, because I've been playing this game for how long, and I never had a problem with memory leaks or anything. Oh yeah, single player probably also plays a difference compared to on a server. Native fish. Welcome in there, Depth. Appreciate the follow, my dude. You jamming? What's the bill gonna be? It's gonna be for our geode farms. That's why we're saving all the geodes. Since Mojang recently, not really recently, but when they changed the random tick range to be your full render distance, you can get a lot more geodes in your area now than it was in the past. I can actually give you a nice comparison. So like we could actually make this a little bit larger, technically, and get some more, but I'm not doing that. But this is the old random tick range. So like if I stand in the center here, you can see the difference. All of this is the render. This was only the old random tick range. So the distance is obviously a lot more, and you can raise your render to be whatever, like higher. I'm only on 20. This says 32, but I'm on a server, so it's only 20. But I could literally frame pick the whole thing, whether it's just this is what it used to be. So we only had like 10 geodes in this area. We're gonna have like 37 or like 40 in the new one, just with the increased size. But this is the old one. Larger? I mean, it is larger. We could make it larger. But yeah, that's the current project. I can show you the deco in a sec. Getting bullied. This will be the deco. I don't know where I am, actually. Where did I log out? No, the beacon. This will be the new decoration once it's fully mined out. It's a very large area. But the custom shape is really nice to see. These walls make it that much better. But we need a lot of coal blocks. I should probably start running that farm at some point, but apparently I can't do that when we're mining here because it's quite laggy for some reason. But yeah, that'll be the decoration that we'll be making once this is done. But I've been told we have about like around about 4 million blocks still to remove. But we have made some good progress. So I thought this is what we have left. That's what we've all cleared out so far. There's a lot. I would hope I would be under you with how much time you would have today. You're not even that far ahead. 60k? Is it? Under 4 million? Yeah, it should be. Still a long ways to go, but it's within reach and distance compared to where this project started. Been kind of like no life in it very much recently. If you go to like the VODs on my channel, I think like the past week has literally just been doing this. But I've been enjoying myself, surprisingly. They're all on YouTube, not monetized. Full VODs are there. Okay, I see you, Purse. With the commands and the song right now? How you doing, Zena? No, I was just saying it was a vibe. Rediscovered it, you know, on your playlist, or your like songs as whatnot. Deep Slate is not my most mine, no. It should be Stone. think netherrack is 4 mil and stone's like 6. Basically. I mean, you must have changed it right as I went into the stats piece. I told you it's broken. Now imagine that in 117, Xeno. We used an 800 or an 8x printer in 117, the very tail end when Carrie designed them. We could get like a full trench done in like 30 minutes. It was ridiculous. It's kind of wild that my slime is in my top 10 blocks mined. And the fact that observers and pistons are like pretty close too is ridiculous. This ice mine is actually not from a farm at all. That's all manual ice. Where have I mined 200,000 sand? I guess we have had some manual mining projects in the desert, so that would contribute to it. The cat perimeter. Two 7.2s were so fast. Oh, for the trenches, yeah. I forgot to drink water. To be fair, a lot of people do. I stand by water though. It's all I'll ever drink besides coffee and whatnot. Maybe some juices over here and there, but people say that water is tasteless. It's like, just shut up. I'm gonna miss staring at the quarry. Do I remove all the lava or do I gamble it? Most of the time I let it just run. Unless, like for, there was one project where there's a situation like this. It's just not even worth it to like do anything with this because like no matter what you do, it's still gonna leak. This is just pain unless you drain the whole water thing, basically. Or like at least like, you know, 8 blocks or whatever out from this so it doesn't like leak, and it's just a whole nightmare. Because, you know, like this right here, like regardless of what you do for this, unless you want to drain this whole ocean, this water thing, it's going to leak down to here and make more obsidian. So, like, most of the time, I just let it go. Sometimes I will, if it, like, makes sense. Like, say there's water, like, so say this water's, like, leaking down, and, like, down here is, like this, for example. It's, like, a larger one of this. I will, like, try to plug these when we get lower down. Like, say the water just, like, here, and it's, like, making it open, I'll, like, sometimes, like, see this and, like, block these things off because they leak down and create a lot of stuff, but most of the time, much as it sucks to mine obsidian, it's less effort to mine the obsidian than it is to drain the liquids. Kind of depends if you like clean liquids, you mean go ahead. Doesn't hurt to do it. Like if you're on a single player world, for example, and you don't want to do anything else besides be at that world eater, it won't hurt for you to do that in the background. But if you're going to just full AFK it, there's... with the AND gate world eaters, there's no downside to mining obsidian. All my obsidian mined is actual mined obsidian too. Almost 90k. That's basically all from world eaters and whatnot. Allocated 2 to 4 in the method mentioned in chat yesterday. You only ever had 2 gigs? I mean, it is kind of good we have this situation with the liquids in the manual mining project because, like, we gotta clear it anyway, so, like, and we can do it layer by layer. We don't gotta, like, worry about, like, clearing the whole thing at once. Well, for the water, it doesn't make sense to do that, but for, like, the lava, it's really nice to do it like that. No wonder I kept to restart your game? Yeah, because 2 gigs is just the default, because it's like the minimum or whatever they say to have the game. But 2 gigs is just not good at all. You got 16, you should go down to 8. And like 8 to 10 is pretty normal, I think, for like if you have a lot more RAM or like a higher end PC. Well, yeah, most people don't know how to change that because they don't really say anything about it. You just have to figure it out yourself or see it from a creator. I saw they changed it to 4K, but I thought they reverted that. I thought they reverted, they changed it and then they reverted it back like the next snapshot or something back to 2. Should you do wait? It depends how much RAM you have in your PCs, you know? You have 16? Yeah, 8 should be fine for you. You should have plenty else to work with for other stuff on your PC, like, you know, Google, whatever. As long as you don't use the max that you have on your computer, you'll be fine. Somehow Purse didn't blue screen when she used all 8 gigs in her launcher. Is it even called blue screen on a Mac? What is it? What is it? It's like something different? Here we go again. So a blue screen, it's called a blue screen of death. If you just look up a blue screen of death on Google, you'll see what I'm talking about. Basically when your PC hits the shit. Oh, you do know what I'm talking about. I read that wrong. You big geometry damage instead of Minecraft launcher. Nah, I just read it too fast in my head. Linux just killed your browser, server, and client. Firefox leaked memory. Just said, nah, I'm not dealing with this shit. I mean, no, it wasn't even that you used all of it. You allocated 10 gigs and your PC only had like 8 gigs. And I'm just like, how did you not die? How did this computer just not blow up? Can you explain that one to me, Com? You only had a breaker one at a time. Not a problem. You survived the World Eater, so like, whatever. Still can't imagine crashing twice and having a World Eater survive both times. Wild. Unlike Windows, Mac and Linux handle RAM properly. So even though she gave Minecraft 10 gigs and she only has 8 gigs on her computer, and she had Spotify and she had Google and she had all this other stuff open, the computer was still fine with that? Well, I guess with the one you gave me, it will use pretty much the full amount, but default it doesn't. Yeah, I guess that's fair. You just weren't listening to what I said. That's fine. Not like you care or anything. You know, I'm just yapping here to nobody to listen. It's fine. I'm messing with you. I was talking about the RAM thing that you didn't pay attention to what I put there and what I said. I was making a yoke. No, about you putting the 10 there when I showed it on stream. And it said you just didn't pay attention to what I said. You were just looking at the screen and you just copied it. Confused and tired. Why are you not tired though? Oh, it was a screenshot? I don't remember everything. That ain't me. Must be the water. I need to break it to you, as you know, warriors do not go fast at all. Hello? Where's the hitbox? You would say Henrik's mob farm's still viable, right, Tom? I mean, you're saying you're getting over 72,000 gunpowder in the general mob variants. So, like, I would say that that's fine. Covers creeper and general other mobs. I literally heard this tough being mined behind me, and I looked around, I didn't see you, and I looked up there. It's Henrik's general mob farm. And then like 4K redstone dust. It's not bad as a side product. Oh shit. Find the general mob farm video on my channel, Xeno, and it has the farm linked in the description. It's not archived anywhere besides Oh wait, the link might have the mob farm archive link in it. I think it's only in TMA. Yeah, it's in TMA somewhere. I'm surprised I haven't gotten more comments on those videos that have, like, those farms linked in the description. I've gotten, like, probably a handful of them. Saying, like, you know, the link doesn't work anymore, and I'm like, well, that Discord just got yeeted, so I hate to break it to you, you're never gonna find it. I think it's like Amelia's spider farm was one of them. What else would I use from there that's not complete and hunk of garbage? Well, if, like I said, if you update, then portal farms are broken. The metro is flooded, you're not going anymore? Meaning, like, the school can't, like, the uni canceled it, or you just not gonna deal with it? Oh, you're not going. Fair enough. You hated the stack cart collection? I mean, it was the first time that I saw it, so, like, it was kind of interesting to me. You have until July 3rd. Isn't that... Oh, it's Friday. Do slime? I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, you could technically do Henrik General Mob Farm as well as a slime farm. You really need a couple slime chunks to have plenty of slime. I mean, Com survived off, what, 4 chunks, was it, Com? Like a small-ass farm for, like, the longest time. Oh, you were using Swamp? I thought you had chunks for some reason. Well, that's what I'm saying. You could have, like, the mob farm be in the center of the perimeter. And then have, like, a slime farm, a couple slime chunks in a couple other chunks as well. Wouldn't the mob cap be fucked? So, portal mob farms, or portal slime farms, don't really have that many slimes there all the time. And you could just add, like, lamps to turn Hendrik's mob farm on and off if you just want to run the slime. You wouldn't be able to turn off the slime farm. if you just use portals, but you could use the OG slime farms where you could like flood the platforms and disable slime spawning. I guess you could, in a way, turn off portal slime farm if you don't use update suppression. But it'd just be much easier to just turn off Heinrich's general mob farm by putting like a lamp in there. I mean, it's not update suppression anymore, it's called update skipping. But you saw what we did for the slime area. What Max did in the slime area. That's, like, considered the normal skipper nowadays. Might give lava lakes a visit. It's probably from Saints of Suppression, that Discord. Oh, they actually do have skippers archived in TMC? Interesting. It is the same one? Okay, only that one. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what Com's saying, that they have that in. I mean, I didn't understand suppression at all. When I first started doing this stuff, when I guess Rim was the first person to show me it on the server. I just learned it from Sensei's video. And I think it's either like XCOM or Earth or something. Michael Jackson. And skipping's pretty much similar to use. I think it's just a bit more tedious with obviously. I think it was 1.20 or something. 1.19 or 1.20 is when they fully patched out suppression. Well, you don't gotta understand anymore because they fully patched out and I think sound suppression goes with that. I'm not too well versed in the new versions of like those two things. But I know for sure is completely patched out of the game at the moment. Until they find another workaround. Which, let's be honest, they will. Well, yeah, there's a mod for everything. Com was using shadow items in like 1.21 for a little bit. Once it's like fully patched out of the game for me, I would just not bring it back. Much as it sucks. We love shadow items, Max. It made decoration so amazing to do, and it just made like not having to restock rockets or pork chops. The best part was what we just did recently before we updated was the reverse shadow items. So we would have basically like 41 items in our inventory for like all the ores. And then doing dig projects, once you got over the 41 and it activated the filter, it would start emptying from your inventory. Oh, that was so fucking nice, man. Having a centralized dig sort for any digs you do. Not needing to set up a dig sort every time and just store the only things that you care about. Oh my god. You wouldn't, I mean, this is in 1.17, so you wouldn't even give a shit about storing the stone. We had so much of the diorite, dirt, granite, and andesite from the quarry. We didn't store that, we only stored the ores. And you don't get that many ores per hour, you can just have a single filter. Like a single, like, impulse filter, you could call it. And that would keep up totally fine. You wouldn't get more than 9,000 of each individual ore per hour. I think I show it in one of the episodes. I don't remember, though, but we had it, and I loved it. Stop using it because it disabled Hopper optimizations in lithium. Oh, did it? The reintroduction of it did that? Oh yeah, once we updated, I knew for sure I was never bringing it back. I made the decision well early on that if it's patched out of the game, like, that's where I draw the line. I don't think we have sand or gravel here. Oh, the port did? I see. I feel like we're missing boxes. No, that's all of them, but, like, it feels like there's so many pickaxes, like, in limbo. Whether they're just in people's inventories, but... Oh, that looks like fun purse. Finding farms. Hey, I can't put Hendrick's General Mob Farm link for you in the chat. I literally just threw out all my deep slate for this. That's all I can do. I gotta get more. Got too much more. I'll probably finish the section Achillean started. If I get done my section for today. I thought Rubik gave you a bunch. One stack's plenty for that, though. Obviously not all that, but... Just hate how they keep not adding things that aren't farmable in some sort of way. Take the most recent update. They made sulfur farmable. They did not make cinnabar farmable. Where do they both generate? In the same fucking biome. Tell me how one of them is farmable and not the other. Fucking stupid. You know what that's like? That's like if they made diorite and andesite farmable, but not granite. It's like, wait, that as? How you doing, Eros? Zoe's still awake? That's a first. How you doing, Zoe? How much are we missing? What do you mean? Like how much areas remaining? You mean? There's still quite a bit. There's not much less than what we ended stream at yesterday. There's a little bit less of a chunk here, somewhat less of a chunk here. That's pretty much the same. Somebody started at that section, and this bottom bit's almost done. There's still a lot, but if I had to guess, we're probably like 500,000-600,000 less than yesterday at the moment. I think we're around like what, 4 million-ish? 4.2? Probably around the 3.5-ish mark if I had to guess. Not be surprised that you're awake. You woke up at 8 p.m. your time. That's a little late. All about the stats. Alright, Link. I didn't realize you had an alt account. An OG song here. I just noticed this and I don't like it. The bit at the bottom is not the same size as all of the other sides for the Spotify thing. Now it's good. So the black border at the bottom was a lot thicker than the top and the left. In the Spotify capture thing. Just looked off because it wasn't all the same. 1 million less? I mean, I guess some people have been mining like all day, so there are some pretty big chunks compared to yesterday that cleared, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, you've been mining today, Purse. I think I saw a couple others earlier. But you're always on when I wake up. Finish work at 11 on Monday, and the next day work from 6 a.m. to 11. 12 o'clock I went to bed. That's one heck of a work schedule. I mean, things really do end up going fast when you have a lot of people, and it's not just yourself, so we could very well, if we keep like this rate up, we could be done by this weekend. Which would just be insane. I normally time-lapse, like, the last, like, section of the dig, so hopefully I can be there for that to use in the video. You take care of uni stuff first and foremost, Purse. And then hopefully somebody can get a time-lapse of the video. I only have one time, or I think I have two that I'll use. I'll use building one of the beacons up, but that's only like a couple seconds because it was like a 5-minute time-lapse. And I have the time-lapse of moving the beacons down the first time with Jason. And then we'll have that one as well. Yeah, that's fine if you wanted to post, you know, something like that. So much redstone, dude. Boom. This was the spot that Taco was working at. Oh, they mine 3 at a time. Interesting. I was gonna mine a Killian section, but Killian got back online, so we'll go over here. And mean, I would rather do the bat switch. No, that's good. I'll be over here. I just was going to do that one because it was close to being done. That's not a big deal. Because I didn't know how much I would get done by the time like I needed to end stream, and that was like not a lot left. I was going to just work on that. But you got back online, so I'll start working over here. I mean, technically we could do another one, but I don't want to have like the overworld one for the bat switch and another one. But I guess we could have two of them open at the same time. I mean, we haven't done another dig since... It's the last nether dig we've done. So we have Lazy Raid, and we have the Redstone Parry, and the bee farms. The last one we did in the nether would have been the Redstone Parry one, which was like 3 years ago? I already have 9. So we've only mined this one, and this one by hand, so like we could do another one. I just don't know what the shape would be, because if we do it for the andesite, granite, and diorite farm, it would have to be large enough to fit a full despawn sphere inside of it. Because we need a gold farm. So that's like the predicament if we were to use it for that one, because whiskey is obviously going to be its own thing. That's a 530. We're not doing that by hands. Trial chamber shouldn't need another side, and stone parry doesn't need another side. So like it would have to be for the diorite, granite, and andesite farm based off the current projects that we have open. So that's like the spot that you're at. If you want to do another one. You didn't say? Yeah, if we do another side, though, and if it's a custom shape, we'll have to do something probably similar to this, where it's like a certain shape or whatever for the floor, and then we have the walls just like a gradient that would match something. chicken head is just so square and or like rectangle that it would be to be super large for it to have a full despawn sphere inside of it. And that's so basically like a square almost, that like a straight edge, like it could just be made with the World Eater at that point. Dig almost done. We're around like 3 million blocks left if Achillean's calculations are correct. What, the Hasami one? Khan, what's your take on Hasami's lazy loot in general mob farm? Well, it's not Hasami's? I don't know what that one is based off the top of my head. But those also are very taxing to run. So I don't know about the shade-in. We can look at that a little bit later. I don't know if you watch them first, but Stan does a lot of Axiom stuff on stream. They're working on a new project now, so they might start doing that kind of stuff again. Probably heard Link talk about them a bit in their stream. They're pretty well versed when it comes to Axiom stuff. It says 10 FCT, but one on what server specs, or what PC specs? Well, that's why I was saying just make the general mob farm, because it covers your gunpowder, it covers your bones, it covers like everything. For you, so you're not like really late game. Storm's back again. How the hell? Where to paint it? I would start from the bottom up, if I had to say, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I think I did something similar for the Creeper Farm one. We have that VOD up, yeah? You could just do something similar to what I did there. Just select the full thing. I feel like that would still work for that. We just need to get the blocks for the gradient figured out. Oh, I can tell you're indecisive. There's, you know. Yeah, I don't think the shadows are needed. That's not my area of stuff, so I don't know how to do any of that. Shadows can look good, I guess, but I don't know. We could always see later if somebody was... You know, shading's just a general term of, like, the gradient. Reach ain't me, man. I don't have the... Someone else can do that part. I got stuff now. I just had all my stuff ready for the ores, because I have the entities turned off. Oh, you enjoy doing the walls? Kind of annoying with jump boost, though. I guess if you have reach, you're fine. Who did that? Mother... Just need memory tape. I mean, that person has the filter set up completely incorrectly, the Killian, but I mean, technically it's fine, I guess. It's not great for overflow, because if that overflows, it fucks all the other filters next to it. But that's besides the point, I guess. Did you just say, can I have that fine for your final presentation? 'Cause it has the word memory in it. You can't make any redeems, can you, Purse? I think we talked about this before, but I forget. Like, you can't make a channel point redemption. You can only manage the queue, right? No, okay. I was listening to Millennium, made me remember that I was gonna make like an album redeem. But like very expensive. I'm getting bonked for is, trying to inflict more memory loss. Yeah, I don't think it's a great idea because a lot of... I'll just do like ones on my own, basically, I guess. If I'm feeling in the mood for a certain artist, I'll do it. Ah, shit. You didn't snow? Recommended. Yeah, but like, you would either have to do the poll before the redeem, or the redeem and then do the poll afterwards. It's like, there's a bit too much at that point. I don't like mining this one at a time. What the fuck is that? Somebody, get a little too happy over there. This is why I'm mining at 3 at a time is, not really great to do. We're really pretty chill around here with the music. I mean, we can for sure float the idea for the nether side of, the... What can I call this for short? The DGA? DAG? GAD? I'll just say DAG. Diorite Andesite Granite. For the DAG perimeter, we could, float the idea to mine the nether side, but we have to have some sort of something in mind for like a custom shape. Digging a hole today. We've been digging this hole for a long time. But mostly very recently we've been doing it. We could do quartz. I don't actually hate that at all. Like the nether quartz item. Could do that. I don't hate that at all, actually. It just has to be large enough in the middle to have a despawn sphere, but that should be possible, and it will be easy to convert. Let me finish this layer, and we can try to convert the image to see like what kind of scale it would have to be per layer to have a full despawn sphere inside of it. You have good ideas sometimes. You've been cooking. Especially for this project. This is for the geode thing. Sorry, Swamp, I've been getting a little sidetracked right now with the hypotheticals. This is the geode. We're gonna have like 37 or something geodes in this area for Amethyst Farm. Why Pep Omega Happy Champagnes? Sleep deprived first, things better. I mean, you've had the idea for the stone quarry deco, and you had the idea for the for that while being sleep deprived 2 different times. So track record holds. I feel like my DJ is literally just like slowly morphed into and like conjoined with like Purse's like I don't know, like her Spotify in general. It's just slowly becoming hers. In terms of the songs that are played. I'm here for it. Otherwise I would have started skipping songs long ago. DJ's Purse's mood? Pretty much. Not for long, you're broke. Even with me limiting it per stream, you still ended up broke. Yeah, you did. You've been saying you have had a good day. Work was so chill today, I loved it. We had a person out, but it was actually like really nice after the day I had on Monday to have what I had today. The complete 180 was nice. Back up, I'll let that go. And add this song. You're at 72k, or you're trying to get me to break a tool or something? I'll be right back while this is doing the backup. Alright, wait. You have one more redemption. Oh, well, there it is. Cat woke up. Yeah, I don't really like the end of this song. She's too needy. Sounds like somebody I know. I can do it too. Never said it was you. You just interpreted it as I was inferring it was you. So it's not my fault, and I never even said anything. Smile. Oh, need I know you? Oh, so that's how it is already. I see. It sounds kind of familiar. I mean, I listen to so much music, sometimes I just don't remember if I listen to it at all. You know me already. In what, 4 months? You know me entirely, inside out? You did. I probably listened to it at work, and I just had it on in the background and just completely forgot about it. Probably got distracted by some stupid question. And I just completely forgot about it. Oregon whaling. Fish is back. Scrolled a million years. Not entirely. Okay. At least you're honest about that one. I would be a bit concerned if you did. Have you never not been honest? Okay, well, that's a double negative, so, like, that would mean that you have. Smile. Aren't you the one in uni here, not me? Come on. I'm tired, leave me alone. See, but you're always tired when you're here. It's like I can't, like... Leaving you alone would be, impossible. I mean, to be fair, like, we're all tired because, like, it's, like, the end of the day for me, and then it's, like, the middle of the night for you. And it's after I was at work. So, like, that's always how it is. I know you have. But what are friends for if you don't have a little fun? And poke jokes. That's a guy's friendship right there. Make fun of the person the whole time. And then this song plays. That's why I call you man and dude. See, dude is a universal term. I call everybody dude. Well, yeah, not, like, for everybody, yeah, but, like, most of the time in stream or whatever, like, wherever, I'll say dude. It's just always what I've been saying, like, growing up and whatnot. Even my cousin says it to other girls, and she's a girl. And that's just how we were raised, I guess, or, like, brought up with the certain communities or whatever. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, bro and dude, yeah. Maybe it's a region thing. But I feel like that was used, like, all the time around here. Oh, yeah, you do. Where it would have to be like other creators, I guess, or just like communities in general on games or whatnot. But I feel like no matter what, like it was always just that. Oh shit, I'm gonna do the quartz thing. Let me do that before I forget about it. Cat scratch the fuck out of you. See, like, a dog would never. The one you showed me. Yep. Them claws go deep. You every day, well, you have what, 4? Chance of you getting scratched by one of them are pretty high. Alright. Let me get an image of the quartz. No song redeems in the meantime, please. Oh, it's 6? Yeah, okay, well. Ooh, that's gonna be a very large dig. I might have to use the legacy one to do like a custom size. Yeah, it's TMA, not TMCC. TMA is the old one that went to shit before. Where? I don't know what any other server would have it still linked. Because it's pretty much gone to shit. So is that section 16 blocks? 16, that's 48. This isn't really... It's going to be a very large dig. But if I go full, like... Let me try 2.5. And see if I can make it fit. This is just grayscale for the moment. What the fuck is that? Cobwebs? Are we dead ass? Delete that. I was in hope. Why does grayscale include cobwebs? The hell? Can we get a despawn sphere inside of this? No. Close, but no. No matter how I position that, it's always going to be out of it. Yeah, I can scale it easily with the old one, but the new one, like the current one, um, like the map art converter, I can't. So I have to use the legacy one. That only goes up to 116.5 block palette. That's screenshots, that's not schematics. Yeah, I'll just move the circle, it'll be easier. Why does that look like it's less? I need more than that. And then I might as well just go full 3 at that point. Just use the new one, because like that's 2.75. Like I have to go 3 at that point, and even that might not even work. Why am I removing that? Let me try the current one. No blocks. 383. 120. Grayscale. No dithering. Let me do everything for now. No dithering. I gotta move this real quick. That doesn't affect that good. So get rid of cobblestone and white concrete. Or no, white concrete, change light gray to wool. Mushroom stems are fine. Change the birch to diorite. Get rid of the iron. Yeah, get rid of the iron blocks. Get rid of the clay. The fuck is clay? There it is. Terracotta, and black concrete. That doesn't look too bad. We'll pop that in there. Bop, bop. It'll be for the diorite, granite, and andesite, the nether side, since they want to do a nether dig. I mean, I haven't really done one in like 3 years almost, it feels like. So this is basically going to have to be how it is. I mean, there's no way we're going any larger than this. Like, if we have to spawn proof a little bit on the outside of the circle, then that is what it is, man. Like, that's good enough. Like, if we gotta put a little bit of stuff here, or in that little corner, in that little section, like, that's fine. It'll work. So now we'll do Illyria's thing here. Obviously, I'm not really sold on the block palette here, unless it looks good on the map. Doesn't really look like quartz to me. Yeah, this is throwing me off. Whatever that is. I think that's like light gray concrete or something. Or terracotta or something. It's light gray concrete. I don't like that. Maybe a darker brown. Yeah, we can mess around with the converter later, as long as we have this shape. All right, and then we'll do slash replace black concrete, black concrete powder. Well, I didn't want it to all fall at once, but it's fine. So now we have that. And now we can get a selection of this without anything in our way. And we could have just removed the black concrete, because the black concrete is the only thing on the outside. So, like, we could have done the easy way, but that's the way you can do it if you have a custom shape and you want to find out the area. You can do it without doing that. You obviously want it to update the full thing at once. But if you have it set up correctly, you can basically update one of the sand or concrete blocks and it'll start to fall and then cascade to all the other ones. So as long as you don't have any other gravity blocks in the decoration, well, if you do, as long as you have the outside border, this will only like chain to the gravity blocks around it. which is a really nice way to figure out the scale of your project, your dig project. It turns out every time painted it manually pixel by pixel. Yeah, because like this right here would have to change. I don't like how it does that. So like some manually fix would have to be. Yeah, I have perf neighbors off as well as fill updates turned off, and it still does it. But you can see like it doesn't convert cleanly. So I probably could just like make a section of a round one and then like copy it on all the other ones and then do it for the white, then that die right there, just to like fix it up. But as long as I have the shape for now, that's all that really matters. I'm gonna guess around like 80K a layer. 90. It's a good amount of blocks per layer. But it is the nether, so it's not that bad. The annoying part is if we wanted to do bedrock breaking in the full thing, it's not a complete square, which is why I don't like doing custom shapes in the nether, but we only need to break above the farm. But this one would be more doable because it is pixel art in a way. So like you could like break that section and then break the middle, but it's more doable than the circle, that's for sure. No, you don't need to break the full bedrock group. I just like doing that for another primitives. We don't have to. We have plenty of them where we don't have it. The white terracotta, this. Yeah, I don't like how this turned out in terms of how it looks. I mean, yeah, 2 gigs is nothing, so I'm not surprised you were having issues based off that. So yeah, we'll experiment with that decoration. I'll do one more layer here. And then that'll probably be me for today. Your eyes are retiring. You get some sleep first. This layer won't take too long. I knew you were going to say that anyway, but... You want me to send it to you? It's Remember by Griffin. Which of the two that you said you were going to stay anyway? Even though I said that your eyes are going... drifting away. No, we've done quite a bit. I haven't really done a lot today, but you guys have been carrying it. To void the floor? The whole floor? I mean... Take it from me, voiding in the overworlds is a lot more annoying than another. That's what happens when we have active people, I guess, man. Couple 100K between a few people really does stack up quite quickly. Deep Slate? I mean... It's just more annoying overall. I mean, the breakers have things to pull out the blocks that don't get blown up nowadays, but they didn't when I did it, so I always just see it as more annoying in the overworld because of trauma. Nah, 272 parry always looks small now compared to the 1Ks that I've done. They don't look large enough, even though they are. Well, yeah, the problem is if you don't account for the overhead in the perimeter itself that you're making, you're breaking a lot smaller because it doesn't fucking fit. Like, if you wanted to break the full 272, like, you got a lot of mining ahead of you. And when we did the 1K and the slime ones, there wasn't no recycle breakers, or there wasn't no 5-layer breakers. It was one at a time, dude. I think for the slime we had the first Beppo breaker, but that didn't recycle. Or maybe we did, but I don't remember. It might have been V2 we did for slime. But for 1K, it was not a recycle breaker. Well, it was, but it wasn't like a truly infinite loop. Like, you still had to do the full layer of pistons for the whole perimeter, then make the breakers, then do it for the next layer, then do the breakers as a whole. It got repetitive pretty fast. That's why it was nice that I have the carpet auto-crafters. I mean, it would have been okay with mass crafting, but having the auto-crafter thing to just do it passively in the background with the airbase perimeter was the smartest thing that we ever did. The 5 hopper lines, yeah. That was Desu's version. That's... when Wretchen made it a single one, that was nice. Or was it JK that made a single one? I don't know. It was one of both of them or one of the other. That was a lot nicer to handle. And then now Cade's breaker is even simpler because it doesn't use any lock-in of the hoppers. It literally just makes the breaker fly over, so it's a lot easier to handle. Or no, I think JCams was still 5 lines of droppers. I don't know. It's been a while that we've used that, so I'm completely lost when it comes to stuff like that again. Yeah, to me, I don't even like the Chronos placer that does 5 layers of pistons at once, and then you use the breakers to follow up with that. I never liked that. Because, like, yes, it places the full 5 layers of pistons, but then you gotta run so many other machines to make it the correct size for the layers to be broken. It's like, there's so much more work than just to do it otherwise. So I was never, like, annoyed that that tech never got released, because I didn't like the much effort you needed to put into that. But the only thing that could really make Hades better, which I just don't think will ever happen, is a 0 overhead bossless breaker. Like, that would be the peak in terms of bedrock tech, but I just don't think that could ever be wired. -1 overhead shortly. Yeah, we were gonna use the shadow one for the 1K nether Xeno, but we updated, so obviously that's not gonna happen. But we used the shadow breaker, I think, once or something. One of the projects. It was really nice to have to make no piston lines, nothing. It was so super nice. I guess you could say, like, there's no way that's going to be able to be wired either. Like a breaker that could function like a world eater in a sense is that like it would go across the first layer, it would then move down, and then go backwards, and then go down, and then go the other way, and go down, and go backwards again. That would be the perfect breaker, because you build it once and then never again. But like, imagine trying to wire that shit with the low overhead. Just build it, leave the server, and it's done in the morning. If only, man. Custom design is just not possible, unfortunately. Cross-dimensional. You should actually infer that as quantum entangled, according to the all-Biden cubic meter, who, instead of calling the items shadow items like they were referred to by everybody, he called them quantum entangled items. The almighty cubic. Time warp breaker. Let me introduce you to Thick Sprint. Here's your time warp. Not vanilla? What isn't vanilla anymore? I don't know, like, any true vanilla servers out there at this point. Besides these. I don't even know if bug rock people are vanilla anymore. Kate, save us. Make a 6-game tick bedrock breaker, please. That would be some peak shit. 6-game tick bedrock breaker? You know. A 6-game tick 3-way engine, could you imagine? I guess there is 6-game tick 3-way dupers. So, I just don't know if bedrock break-in speed is limited to the 10-game tick. It's probably so difficult to fucking wire. Oh, yeah, the TNT could be a problem. Yeah. The breakers have to be a lot taller to account for that. At least the duper would have to be a lot higher up. We'll play Bug Rock. I mean, if you play on console, you have no choice. But if you have a PC and you play Bug Rock, it's like, why? Down Excel? I remember a breaker that used Down Excel in the early days. I'm pretty sure. As long as it doesn't affect the overhead, I don't really think it matters too much. A bit more build effort, but it's not really anything for a bedrock breaker nowadays. They're already so small compared to what they used to be. It's funny seeing people still use the slab bedrock breakers for situations where they don't need that. Because they literally just look for the most viewed video on YouTube when it comes to that. And it's like the old slab breakers. The very first ones, yeah. Those things are ridiculous. Another shulker of diamonds. I'll start taking this stuff to main storage soon. Yeah, they were definitely something. Especially like the 112 versions that they used on side to avoid their void parry. Those things were crazy. Didn't fall asleep? Nah, shortly. You just were silent in stream for half an hour. Not really half an hour, but like 15 minutes. Yep, it's a shame, man. mean, shit. This very well could be done by this weekend, man. We've been moving along a lot faster than I thought. How long ago was URP'd? Yeah, I saw. It's just like, what is it? Item transport? Obviously. What the fuck else would it be? Ultimate Redstone Parry was published on April 2024. It's been 2 years, if not longer. I mean, they had to have been in the video to see. I had to have been talking. I'm pretty sure I would have covered that that's how the boxes are transported over, because it's the concrete thing. They didn't even read what I put. I mean, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Ah. Yeah, man, I don't know. But yeah, we're making some good progress. We'll go over to Kool-Aid. I'll be heading to beds, but yeah, we'll be. It's going for sure. It's definitely going a lot faster than I thought it would be. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Continue with this throughout the week. We'll be here pretty much every day at this point. I feel like I would always be here at this point. It's closer than I thought it would be to be finished. So we'll just be we're here working away, getting all these geodes exposed. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. It's your night, day, whatever. I'll see you dudes all later.